Hi guys, we're going to talk today a little bit more about that subtraction with regrouping. We talked about the words regroup, ungroup, and breaking a 10 all mean the same thing. So let's put those on the board to help us remember that anytime I'm saying any of those words, I'm talking about the same concept in math. So we're saying regroup, ungroup, and break a 10, okay? These all mean the same thing. Essentially, what they mean is, when we're doing subtraction, we know we always start with a big guy total, okay? When we start with a big guy total, and we're taking part of the total away, we're going to be left with the other part, okay? Sometimes when we're doing that subtraction, we have numbers that don't work very well to take away tens and ones. Here's an example. Okay, so if I look at this problem stacked up tall, there's a reason that it's stacked this number over this number, because both these numbers are in a special position. The most powerful position of this number, 52, is the 5, because it's talking about 5 tens. Then the most powerful position of this number, 38, is the 3, because it's talking about 3 tens. Okay? The other digit in the number 52 is talking about ones. And ones isn't not as powerful. The 1 spot is not as powerful as the 10 spot. We've learned this already by learning about place value, about knowing that this is not just a 5, it's 5 tens, so it's actually 50. But over in the 1 spot, a 2 is just a 2. It means 2, right? So we have our numbers, our problem hasn't changed. All I did is help you remember what the numbers mean for this set of numbers and this set of numbers, okay? We're going to use that information that we know to look and decide how we should figure out this problem, okay? If we look starting with the most powerful spot, we're starting with the 10 spot, okay? Because we know the 10 spot is more powerful, that's a good place to start. If we have 5 tens, can we take 3 tens away? Yeah, it's just like my hand showing 5. Can I take 3 fingers away? 1, 2, 3. Yes, I can, and I have 2 left. So it's very easy to say that 5 tens take away 3 tens leaves 2 tens, right? But let's look at the other spot. Now if we come over here and we look at the ones place, if we have 2 ones, can we take away 8 ones? Well, that's a little more complicated, because we're talking about having 2. I can draw a picture of it right here. Can I take 8 away from that group of 2? I can't, because there aren't 8 there to take away. I don't have 8 ones. I only have 2 ones in my big guy total. Okay? So the reason we have to regroup, ungroup, or break a 10 is so I can get more ones up here, so I can take 8 away, because the problem is telling me to take, I have to take some away, to take 8 away from this group. Right now, this group is too small for me to be able to do that, so I have to make this group bigger, okay? How much, so I have to look at this problem as a whole again and figure out where I can take some. In this number, where can I take some away or move some so that I can get this group bigger? This group of ones needs to be bigger. This spot needs to be bigger, have a bigger number, a bigger value. So the best place, if I'm trying to make this one bigger, the best place to get some more, to make it bigger, is to take it from the tens, okay? Since these are tens, they're whole tens. Let's get a different marker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a picture of this, right? 52. These are whole tens. These are tens grouped together, right? If I take one of these tens and put it over here, I'm going to break him instead of keeping him a stick because he's going over in the one spot. I need to keep him into ones. So one of these is the same as or equal to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is equal to 10 ones. So now I'm changing this from 5 whole tens, because I took this one away, down to 4 tens. But when I took that 10, I put it over here. So I added 10 to this number. See how I added 10? There's the 10 I drew, and I already had 2 dots. So 10 plus 2 is 12. So I added the 10 plus the 2 and changed this number of ones to 12 ones instead of 2 ones. Now I can see if I can ask myself that same question about the one spot. Can I do it? That's the question. Can I do it? So let's look at just the one spot. I've changed it. Now I have 12 ones on top and 8 ones on the bottom. Can I take 8 from 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I can, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. I could do it. Now go over to the 10 spot. I have 4 tens, they're right here, and I want to take away 3 tens. Can I take 3 tens out of here? 1, 2, 3. Yes, I can. How many whole tens are left? 1. So 52 take away 38 is equal to 14. Now, it's very important to understand that when I took this 10 and moved it over here, the value of that 10 stayed the same whether it was here or whether it was here. The only difference is instead of being a stack or a hooked together group of 10, let me get one more cube here so I can show you this. When we have a 10 stick, the tens are snapped together into a group. When we break that stick into 10 separate pieces, the value is still the same, but it just is in a different form, a different shape. So we essentially took this hooked together 10 stick, we moved it over here, but when we moved it, we didn't let it stay in a hooked together. We broke it into these smaller units, each unit being worth 1. So we broke it into 10 ones. Oops, dropped one. We broke it into 10 ones. That way we could take 8 from it. Okay? But the value stayed the same. This was a 10, crossed them off, put them over here, and made 10 dots instead. Still equal to 10. The value was the same. Okay, so it's important to understand that process of taking a 10 in a stick and breaking them into 10 ones in order to understand the regroup, ungroup, or break a 10 language that we're using when we're doing subtraction with double digits. Okay?